Microphone check. Microphone check number 1. Mic number 2. Red mic. Aqua steer. Microphone check. Aqua steer. Microphone check. Test 1. Test 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Aqua steer. Microphone check. 1 2 3. 3 2 1. White team. Test.
From Wisconsin Rapids, they are the Aqua Steers. They were formed in 1966. Their president is Mike Weiberg. Their show director, J.T. Sox. They have about 70 skiing members. Next team, on the water, the Aqua Steers.
Journey backwards through time to when it all started. The skiers are stoked, the boats are jacked up, so you should buckle up and prepare yourself for the ride as we visit the year 1967.
Yes, you heard it. We're going back to the year 1967. And what is it that I hear? Why, it's the guitar, Jimi Hendrix, and coming out of the haze of Jimmy's #1 song of 1967, Purple Haze, is our back barefoot live. Quite the trip. 1967 was a year full of world turmoil, war, and a summer of love. There were innovations in sports and medicine as well as television and fashion. And if you look over to our main starting now, our girls are here to show you the #1 fashion trend of 1967, mini skirts and go-go boots. with a big air. Nice two-pack roll. But I don't think he's done quite yet, folks. Let's show you one more. And he did that, and now he's riding on a show cycle with something he likes there. All this thing. Okay, guys, let's come up to center stage here and watch as our pretty Aqua gets set that big fill wire. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the water, the Aqua Skiers, LA Live. Let's welcome these pretty young ladies back to the shores of Red Sand Beach. And just like today, the girls back in 1967 expected a little respect for a job well done. So why don't we turn to our friend Aretha to help them spread their message. Just like back in 1960s. What the? Okay. What, ladies? See, what is this coming down the beach? Like, what are you doing? And who's this guy? Yeah, let me tell you a story. So I'm up in the beer tent, right? And I get talking to this guy. He's not around from here, and he says, well, hey, I've always wanted to be here for the Worlds. Wait, bud, wait. This is definitely not Worlds. You're a little early. He says, well, since I'm here, can I be in your show? Before I answer that, I want to ask you, does your friend have a name? Well, you bet. His name is Phil. Do you think we'll have a spot in our show for some Phil? Well, I hope not, but if you need him, I'm glad he's here. Hey, you know where to find us? We'll be on the main dock. All right, sounds good. I have a number on speed dial. Okay, that's like back in 1967 when kids today had their own lingo such as word, selfie, hashtag, and widget. The kids back in 67 had words all their own. Okay, let's see if our next band can't explain these expressions, so don't freak out as you see our shoe skiers take it to the water. Next up, we have our rope break guys. It looks like they're caught in a Chinese fire drill, and watch as they go up, underneath, and over the top. Moving on their boat, I know they are. Okay, this next guy coming through, he's on his sky ski, and he's trying to prove that he's not an all-show and no-go type of character. Then Bob's nuts back roll. One wasn't enough, he wants two, with two back roll. Make that three. And now we have our man Sean out there. He's on his wakeboard, getting ready to face the wind and shoot the girl with a nut. Wakeboard, tantrum. Remember how I told you earlier not to freak out? Well, keep that feeling inside because we brought back those shoe skiers and they're going around in circles with 360s and showing you the body of those skiers with a couple of back slides. Looking good out there tonight, boys. Okay. Watching that app and looking at all of you, I started to think 50 years of the tournament. That's a very special time. I say we take a selfie to celebrate. Man, I couldn't agree more. Let's do it. Okay, let me get my phone out here and see what we can do. All right, take it. I just got to spend a few minutes here putting this thing on Facebook. All right, that's all set to go. But how do you suppose, since we live in the year 2016 with all this modern technology, how do you think they did things back in 1967? Matt, I got a question. Yes. Well, what is this thing? Well, I was looking this thing up on the internet the other day. Okay. And it came up saying it was a Polaroid camera. Show me how it works. Okay, I'm gonna have you come close here. What you do is, see that little knob right there? Yeah. Okay, what you do is, you push that towards the people sitting on the beach here. Okay? Like that. Good. Comes down. And then, see that button there? That's it. You press that, and the picture comes out. I'm with you. Okay. How is it coming over there? Man, you can't rush Cretans. Yeah, you got me now. How's it looking? I like it. I say it turned out pretty good. But how are we going to share this with all our friends? I got you covered. I'll be right back. Okay, sounds good. Well, here's that. I'm going to talk a little about Haight-Ashbury, folks. And I want to ask you, because a year without Outlaw was like a year without summer. And 50 years ago, thousands of young men and women converged on the Haight-Ashbury district of San Francisco. They hitchhiked, they came by various forms of transportation. This transportation became known as hippie vans, shaken wagons, and peace riders. And they all came from different family lifestyles and backgrounds. Matt, that's all Facebook work back in 1967. Sounds good. Okay, remember how I said we had thousands of kids converted on Haight-Ashbury district? Well, I forgot to mention that. They all rode in their own special way. Because if you look out, we have our own skiers coming in their special way because we have two pyramids, two double jumpers, and a jumper out there. All riding in their own special way and working together. So please welcome through our one-man show. Okay. liking this music, buddy. Bring it up a little bit so we can all take a listen. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we start off with our pyramid team? Followed by our strike doubles couple. And also our conventional doubles couple. And finally, our jumper. In its entirety, our big act. Thank you. I say we spend a little bit more time in San Francisco and getting ready to show you the sights. Welcome through Shauna. Next up, here comes Holly. And she's made her way over at Golden Gate Park.
I like watching it.
Following Holly, welcome through Sam, and she's taking that cable car up Nassau.
Sinking putts the whole time.
With 720, started off.
No, you need 3 goes in a row. So, yeah. Just cut out all you all the stuff that they were then
And coming out of the bay, let's welcome through Kelsey as she makes her way over the Lombard Street, the most crooked street in the city. And finally, she's showing you Fisherman's Wharf. So let's welcome through Taylor. Gentlemen, sit back, relax, enjoy the atmosphere. Slow girl. and Molly. Let's welcome back Pat. Always Pat. Welcome back Kelsey. And finally, welcome back Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Aqua Skiers, Schoolgirl. Thank you, ladies. Okay. It's Friday night, and it's time to end the slow stuff and speed it up a little bit. Because rumor has it, the guys have their rides seated up and ready to turn rubber out here on the drag strip. Tonight's race is being sponsored by Evan Ruth Motors, and rumor has it they're racing for picks. But they gotta hurry up for it. What is the fun? First up, we have our Chevy Camaro by Mike Blacker and his riders, Robin and Amber. Next up, we have our Ford Mustang, which is driven by Brad and his rider. That would be Kimberly. Next up, we have the Cobra out there. It's being driven by Dwight with his rider, Carrie. This next rig is definitely not your Danny Scott. It's being driven by Scott with his rider, Janine. And we keep things going. Then with our next one, we call this the Chevelle. That's Brandon with his rider, Amanda. Okay, folks. These next two cars out there remind us of a couple of slug bugs because there are BMW vans. Because they don't go very fast and they're always full of people.
Yes, they do. You know, like this.
It takes them a while to get around track, folks, so I want to give them time. Okay, I'm getting word from the finish line that our winner tonight
No, he's
was the Chevy Camaro.
there's a staircase that goes right down to it.
Okay.
That way.
I got a question for you folks. What do you suppose people did back in 1967?
Nope.
Probably the same thing they do now, like go to the movies. But what do you suppose the price of a ticket was back in 1967? I'll tell you, it was $1.20. And what do you suppose the most popular movie back then was? Oh yeah, Mission Impossible. And we got a group of guys who look like they're ready to accept their mission of tackling that 5.5-foot jump ramp out there. And if you look, here comes our first group. They're all wrapped, getting ready to hit with the triple heli. That's okay. We're gonna get that cleaned up and get our next boat right on in here. That's good, but we decided about the difficulty just a touch for this next group of jumpers. Because we have those three guys in the middle, they're ramp, but they met two guys on the outside. They're getting ready to hit the ramp with the triple heli, double split. Get those guys picked up and out of the way so we can't get our next jumper back in the short course. This guy the ringer, and if you watch, he's taking a major that don't really know how long ago 50 years ago really was. So I believe it's time to put it in perspective for you. Let's see what we got here today. Okay. It looks like the first handheld calculator. Look how big this thing was. Oh, a lot of you might like this one. The Slurpee was introduced at all 7-Eleven locations. Might be good to have a drink on a cold, on a hot afternoon like this. Oh boy. I knew if I dug down deep enough in this thing, I'd maybe find something interesting. This is Dan Dix's baby blanket. I believe he still uses this thing. And oh boy, this has Rich on it. Yep, it's Rich Tugger's baby bottle. This might be useful for him after the show. And there's just one thing I want to add in perspective for you folks. There's a judge here today, Terry Pastursky, and she was still a teenager 50 years ago. Hard to believe. And folks, there's just something that haven't changed in 50 years. And that's guys and girls going out there on the water. So watch, as our first group of professional or people going to the show floor. Next up, off our main starting notch. Let's welcome out our trios team. Over on the starting notch, I believe I see Kelsey, but she didn't have a ride for today. But she's in luck. Here comes Rich to take her along for the ride with the quick pick. Show course. From the bay, welcome through Swivel 360. And following Swivel 360, welcome through Strap Doubles. Ladies and gentlemen, what are big? seat and strap the holes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Aqua skiers big hand. Thank you and great job.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Hey buddy, how you doing? What do you have in your bag for me tonight? Ooh, it looks like an important headline from back in 1967.
Can you sit down, please?
For example, everyone here will appreciate this headline. Green Bay defeats Dallas in a 1967 Ice Bowl. I figured some of you might like this today. This next headline caught people's attention back in '67 because Rolling Stone magazine hits newsstands. Okay. Just like now, politics was everywhere, in the news, and there might be a few of us here that will remember this one. Ronald Reagan was elected governor of California. And this headline broke many a young girl's heart. Elvis Presley weds beauty in Vegas. Now, on a more serious note, LBJ sends more troops to Vietnam. And just like today, 1967 was not without its fair share of conflicts. And one of the longest and most controversial was the Vietnam War. While some expressed themselves by demonstrating against it, many more bravely left their country by facing conflict that
No, we're not. We're going to beat the rush out of
So
here.
today, we are all veterans, especially those who can call themselves Vietnam veterans. And now, our barefooters are ready to do some barefooting to the music that Vietnam vets call their theme song. Thanks, buddy.
You stay with
And now, let's get them up and out here. Take two, barefoot, beer stuff. Yes, folks. Direct your attention over to our radio starting now. And we have 1, 2, out of 3. Barefooters getting ready. 2. Yeah, guys, I see waving out there. Like I said, they're getting ready to do a flying barefoot. Start. There they go, barefoot away. But thought we were done there, folks? Well, we still are not done. Because you will see in a few minutes, we have 2 guys who want to pay tribute a little more crazier than the last 3 barefooters out here. They're not coming on 1 speed. They're coming on 2. Get ready for the barefoot 2 ski. Bottom out. That was like a pretty great tribute out there, folks. But I just want to stop and take a minute to thank all the veterans, near and far, for their service. We appreciate all that you do, and thank you very much. Another big event that was going on in 1967 was the Women's Liberation Act. And this was a big thing for women because it extended the Equal Rights Act, affirmative action, and also the right to vote to women everywhere. And the girls on our team are all for equal rights. And this next act, you'll see all our girls working together because this takes 3 key elements to make it go off without a hitch. First of all, it takes great boat driving and great speed. Second, it takes the perfect handoff from the stop person down there on the back. And third, it takes those girls out there holding on and gritting their teeth as hard as they can possibly do. And so, like they say, there is power in numbers. Let's watch as Captain Mike Weimer pulls off the ballet hot pit. I don't know about you folks, but there is power in numbers indeed. Doing a great job for you folks this evening. Let's welcome back our Women's Liberation Hot Pit Ballet team. Thank you, ladies. I bet you didn't know that Sesame Street got its start back in the mid-60s. It started with the Muppets, and then it went to Kermit, Elmo, and Big Bird. And what is this coming down the beach? Hi, kids. Are you ready to learn your alphabets just like your grandparents did back in 1967? Well, it looks like they are, but it looks like there's something wrong. What's wrong, kids? Okay, I got you. You guys want something with a little more rhythm and a little more rock and roll. Hey, Kevin, what else you got? With special guest, making an appearance one time this weekend, Michael Jackson. But I was thinking about this. There's just some things that may not be a little more working together. And you will see in our next act. Because here comes JT. He's in front, getting ready to step off. But that's not all he's doing. He has his buddy Lucas in tow. Because they're getting ready to do the backbreaker, and watch this. Lucas is hitting that right with the helicopter. Peace out. Well, I hope you had fun today, because we've come to the moment you've all been waiting for. We went back to the year 1967, July for that matter, when our sport got its start. And we couldn't think of a better way to end our show tonight than with the symbol of show speed, the Grand Pyramid. And here to bring it to you, just like back in the old days, Mr. Jack Luke's.
50 years ago, Jack Luke's came up with an idea to have 7 winners for the Wisconsin State Harvesting Show Tournament. And this, the father of show skiing was good. I was going to remind me of the organization of water skiing. So we didn't have any consultations. We worked together. I'm always a firm believer in that because one person can't come up with a solid idea. It takes a group of people with different ideas. Harvesting takes planning, determination, encouragement, endurance, focus, passion, motivation, persistence, pride, risk, skillfulness, trust. Good work for 50 years for the Wisconsin State Harvesting Show Tournament. And the 2016 World Harvesting Show Tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our Grand Pyramid team. And now that they've gone through, let's welcome out the rest of the Aqua skiers. And also, while they're tearing that thing out, they're having a great time doing it. We hope you've enjoyed your trip back to 1967, because we talked about Jimi Hendrix. We talked about their legal back then. We visited Haight-Ashbury. We went to San Francisco and visited all the tourist attractions and sites. We talked about Vietnam, and we talked about women's liberation. But while they're bringing it back, I know these guys and all of you are having a great time out here on the beach this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, our Grand Pyramid team. Thank you. Okay, guys, that was quite the pyramid. It looks like you get along so well. But do you ever argue, have meltdowns? You can be honest with me here. Tell me how you really feel. You come flying in, you take your payoff, and you want that moment to last forever. How does it make you feel?
Slow down, you're moving too fast. We got to make it all last. Just get down on the cobblestones. Let the fun be.
Great job, ladies. I'm glad you relaxed for a few minutes though. 'Cause I got a question for the guys. You guys consider yourselves to be the backbone of our water ski show team. But when you're lifting those ladies up over your heads and allowing them to climb all over you while riding their sandy, dirty feet into your shoulders, please tell me how you really feel about that. Well, I guess they like it better than I thought they did. Guys, that was awesome. Don't change a thing. Team, we're going to do a show called 1967 and use music from that same era. How did you guys feel about that? That's kind of what I thought. But hey, we're all here together. Smiles for miles. We're getting ready to rock and roll. How do you feel now? Okay, we got a few more introductions to make. Mike, take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, the main man on the mic, Mr. 715, Matt Whimmel. And my partner in crime, we call him Magic Mike. This is Mike Klein. And I got a few more I have to make here yet. Please direct your attention and give it up for our main crew. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see them, but they can hear you. Over by the brand new Baydock steps, our backdock crew. And making us sound spectacular tonight. Give it up for the two guys up in the sound tower, Kevin and Nate. Okay, now I got through that. We were all so very proud when it was announced that the 2016 World Water Ski Show Tournament was going to be placed right here at Red Sand Beach in Lake Wazeecha. We've come a long way, and we're ready to see all these teams come to America. Okay, Mike, how many teams are coming and when's the date for this? Matt, I got you taken care of. It is right here at the famous Red Sand Beach, Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, September 9th through the 11th. And how many teams are coming, buddy? I got you covered. We got 5 teams, and let me name them. We got your Team United States, Brothers to the North Canada, Belgium, China, and our mates from down under, Team Australia. Sounds good, and I have to ask you another question. Will your buddy Phil be there? You better believe it. He might be up there in the beer tent with all our friends as well. Well, Mike, I don't know about you, but I believe I hear the buzz of those 747s getting ready to bring in those teams to America. And coming in with the final act of the show, our Bear Book Pyramids. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed your time back in 1967 when our sport got started. And we will see you in September. But before we do that, I have one more thing I have to do, and that's introduce to you the 2016 Aqua Skier Show Team. Thank you, and good luck to the rest of the teams this weekend.